And that gets brought up all the time. Anyway, okay, so HBart's here, $2 says family. That's actually a great segue because there's something here I wanted to bring up.
Is it about Fast and the Furious?
There's a couple things. Yeah, I did prep for tonight. Okay. Yeah, I want to bring up this this whole thing with The Rock and Vin. A lot of people, talking about the fact that The Rock is saying now that he won't be in Fast and Furious 10 and 11 is one of the things that was said today in this interview that came out from the Hollywood Reporter, and I got it right here, where they were talking about Johnson being absent from F9, and he says here, or talking about the Vin Diesel comment, because Vin Diesel implied that a much publicized feud between him and Johnson was actually a technique he deployed to elicit a better acting performance from the former pro wrestler. Saying here, I could give a lot of tough love. Diesel said, not Fellini-esque, but I would do anything I have to in order to get performances in anything I'm producing. Now, I was curious what the hell Fellini-esque meant. Yeah, I've never heard of it before. So I found it here. The definition is that it is like often specifically meaning fantastic, bizarre, lavish, or extravagant.
Okay.
So like that's kind of the, like over the top. He won't go over the top to get the response that he's after. But Johnson does say here, he says, I laughed and laughed hard. I think everyone had a laugh at that, and I'll leave it at that. And that I've wished them well. I wish them well on Fast 9, and I wish them the best of luck on Fast 10 and Fast 11 and the rest of the Fast and Furious movies they do that will be without me.
Oh, geez.
And then Blunt here chimed in and said, just thank God he was there. Thank God he carried you through all that. Fellini-esque, Johnson says. So it's, like a lot of people.
Wait, one second. Blunt can't resist extending the moment. Just thank God he was there, she says of Vin Diesel. Thank God he carried you through that. So she's making fun of it.
She's making fun of Vin Diesel. Yeah, she's making fun of.
Okay.
Yeah, she's making fun of it, and then The Rock is like at the end there. He says Fellini-esque, and a lot of people, have been saying, "Oh, well, Vin Diesel trying to, trying to get The Rock to act better. That's a laugh." Like, dude, Vin Diesel, this is his baby. This is the thing. This is his baby.
This is literally his thing.
Yeah, this and Riddick is his career highlights are this. Yes. This is a multi-billion-dollar franchise. And yes, while The Rock joined and the movies did do well, the first Fast and Furious movie to hit $1 billion was Fast and Furious 7. The Rock was literally only in it for like 10 minutes. And a lot of people did, it was there, I think, for Paul Walker was a big factor.
I think that was the biggest factor.
That was the biggest factor. And then Fast 9 to see how they pulled it off without him, but it still crossed over the $1 billion mark. And The Rock did have a much larger part in that. And we got Hobbs and Shaw. But Hobbs and Shaw failed to deliver in the way that Universal wanted it to. And if you look, and I've brought this up the other night as well, if you look at The Rock's individual non-ensemble movies and non-sequel movies that he's been a part of, he can barely crack the 400 million mark. And that is something that's a very interesting factor. Now, The Rock is the highest paid entertainer in Hollywood. And he is probably the world's greatest entertainer overall. I will grant him that without question.
Okay.
But when it comes to him being a movie star, yeah, he leads movies. But these movies that he leads that aren't backed up by a solid ensemble of other people generally don't tend to do that well.
Yes.
And he jumps from franchise to franchise to franchise while he's trying to find something that is going to put him to that next level. Like the Jumanji movies have probably done the best because he is the lead of those, but it's still an ensemble. Kevin Hart's a big draw.
Without the other people,
that
movie doesn't do well.
It doesn't. Yeah, Jack Black specifically, that's a
literally
big one.
Kills it.
Yeah. And so they're going to do a third one, but we don't know when they're going to do it. And I've said this now too. I'm like, Black Adam, as far as a character goes, the average person does not know who Black Adam is. No. And if it doesn't have any tie to Superman or any tie to Shazam, which is already a previously established film franchise and character on that front, people are going to go, who the fuck is Black Adam?
Yes.
And so when he's out there saying the hierarchy of the DC universe will change, and he's doing all of this, over the top, hyperbolic, Rock-esque, approach to things that he does, I'm like, look, dude, if you're already bailing out of Fast 10 and Fast 11 and you've been in it since Fast 5 and you have your own spinoff, but you're basically like I'm not going to go and do these movies now. Like, what the fuck does that say about you? Like, it just shows me that you're an opportunist and you're looking to just follow whatever's going to get you the most money. And again, I can't really fault him for that because that's his business. And he's got other businesses like the tequila and a few other things that he does. And so he's a very smart businessman and he's backed up by very smart people.
Yes.
But like sure. When you, and that's a very intelligent thing to do. And I don't fault him on any of that, but it's like the way I look at it is I kind of just lose, I don't know. I just lose a little bit of respect for him on that front. Cause I'm like the beef between him and Vin Diesel was effectively squashed. Vin did make that comment. Do you think
it was ever real?
Yeah, I do think it was real because in Fast and Furious 9, they did not share. Well, okay, here's it. I think
this is the report. I know where you're going with this.
Yeah, well, they didn't share any screen time together on Fast and Furious 9. There was one shot where it was like Vin's stunt double and the shot was over the shoulder, but it wasn't them face to face at all. And the thing was, I do think back then that beef was legit. I think now, I think the beef, this could be manufactured for hyperbole in order to drum up headlines.
Kind of like the Tom Holland stuff where
I think
where he spoils everything and dude, or you know how Marvel, like there's this whole like thing with Marvel employees where they spoil projects, right? I'm telling you 100% that Tom Holland has not, maybe the first time, maybe that was a mistake. The second time, you do not work for Marvel anymore. If you give up trade secrets.
Well,
or
the chick
like that.
The chick who played Cassie Lang in Endgame, the older version of Cassie Lang, Scott Lang's daughter.
Yeah.
She actually, when she got to Atlanta to film, she had posted on Instagram that she was in Atlanta. That she didn't post anything about Marvel Studios or about Endgame or nothing like that. The next day, Marvel, like one of their PR people came to her and was like, "Yeah, you got to take that down."
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, so they're very, and then lo and behold, Catherine Newton is replacing her in Ant-Man Quantumania. So they're getting rid of the actress, you know, that they had brought in for this one movie, and they're replacing her with somebody else. Not that it really matters, you know, Cassie Lang at this point, they're going to get someone bigger, obviously. But I mean, yeah, like on that front, you know, I think it's possible that this beef could be something that's going to lead into the two final films, like Hobbs versus Toretto could be a thing again. But in the movies, they're family. You know what I mean? So it's like, unless I haven't seen Fast 9 yet, I didn't even see Hobbs and Shaw, to be honest with you.
Dude, honestly, can I tell you something?
Yeah.
Hobbs and Shaw, or as I like to say, Cobbs and Slaw. Honestly, shut your brain off and just enjoy it.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad. I had fun watching it. And you know what? I'll be honest, I had fun watching Fast 9 as well. I don't think these movies are great at all. If you're looking for like Nolan-esque twists, turns, and dialogue, you're not at the right place. But if you want to see some non-obeying the laws of physics,
well, there's superhero movies.
Yeah, they've become superhero films, and they've become, outlandish, and there might be space involved, and who knows? And I don't know. I just I go in with an open mind, and you're gonna enjoy it. You're gonna. Like I said, they're not Nolan films, but they're also not. What was that movie I was gonna refer to? The worst movie of all time. That was
The Room.
The Room.
I love The Room. I love it unironically, but there's way worse movies than The Room.